Hey guys, good morning. I hope everybody's having an amazing Black Friday. So, guys, today we're going to be talking about how this is your season. This is your season for grace. This is for your season for favor. This is your season to reap what you have sown. And we're going to kick this conversation out talking about how this is your season for joy. And when I think about joy, I think about happiness personified. And what I mean by happiness personified is that more than just happy, more than just a daily happiness, when you have joy, something inside you leaps, right? And we got the author of, show us the book, Joy. You gotta be ready, boo.
I know, you gone. Here we go. Finding Joy.
And we say finding joy, but is it lost? You got to start with that. And if you want to grab your copy for only $2.99 for Black Friday, what's the link, Joy?
bit.ly/findingjoy19.
So, Joy, what made you write the book Finding Joy?
Well,
and tell us why all of our listeners need to find their personal joy.
Absolutely. It started with kind of pretty much my personal story. I have a passion for helping women that are coming through abuse and trauma and depression. And I have walked that walked through it. And I have to attribute a lot of it to the coaching that I've received, even from you, to help me know that before I help anybody, I've had to help myself. So I thought it would be a perfect time to share not only my story, but the strategies I use behind finding joy. Like you said, finding that real joy, that state of being. And it was necessary for me to even move forward. I had to stop and think, as they used to say, stop, look, and listen. I had to do that. And then this baby was birthed, and I'm so excited that I listened. I took wise counsel and got it out of my head and onto paper.
And guys, until you get things out of your head and onto paper, unfortunately, you can't generate revenue. Many of you have $1 million ideas running around in your head. And because you won't invest to be able to get them out of your head and into the world, you can't generate the revenue. So guys, if you haven't already shared the broadcast, make sure you share this broadcast. I don't know a woman alive that does not need to find joy. And let me tell you something, guys, about finding joy, creating your happiness. It is an inside job. Mm-hmm. It's an inside job. Stop looking for outside influences to establish your inside happiness. I'm going to say that again. Stop looking for outside influences to establish your internal happiness. Let me tell you where we go wrong. As women, and Joy, you can tell me if you agree with this or not. Mm-hmm. As women, more often than not, we invest our time, energy, and effort. And guys, if you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share the broadcast. We invest our time, energy, effort, and money in other people. Mm-hmm. And then when they don't return the favor, we lose our joy. Mm-hmm. When they don't return the happiness, we lose our joy. And so sometimes you've got to be so excited about what you have going on that nobody can steal your joy from mm-hmm. you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Coach.
And, I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but to me, it has been something that I have found not only impactful in my life, but impactful in helping other women find their joy. Some of y'all just need to find more revenue. Your mm-hmm. joy might be caught up in your freedom. Some of you have yet to allow yourself to live to your total capacity. And that's where your joy is. So your joy is a lot of different places.
Right.
So what else? What's been the feedback on the book so far? And again, guys, you can grab the book Finding Joy, bit.ly/Finding Joy 19. What's been the feedback so far on your book?
Well, it's been a lot of excitement because, Coach, a lot of people until you tell your story, they just look at the outward. They don't understand what it takes to be you. So it's been a lot of excitement of, I can't wait to really see how you got to this point. But like you said, it was an inside job. It happened over a period of time. First, I had to really face myself, but I think this is going to be a great tool. In fact, I know it is, because it's the story and the strategy. Sometimes we want to just tell our story, but there's a strategy behind getting to where you want to go, because everyone has a story. So my point was to show you how I got to this point and how they can too. It's very, very possible. But as you always said, Coach, it's hard work. It's hard work.
Let's talk me and you, Joy.
Okay.
Because I need you to go and join that certification program to show you how to build this Finding Joy into a life coaching program, because not every woman is going to be able to read this book and turn their life around.
They're going to need their hands on.
Some people are going to need some accountability. Some people are going to need some hands-on. And guys, right now we have our certifications on special offer, only $99 down, no payments to 2020, flexible credit will work with you, 180 days, same as cash. But what all of you have to realize is that books are great, but books don't necessarily save you. They don't.
Kind of just the gateway.
It's the gateway drug. It's like selling a whole bunch of marijuana.
Right. We good. Yes, coaching is good. And that's another thing, the passion that I have to help women. But like you say, when you help and you pour out, you can't pour out of the empty vessel, you know? So I had to stop and just regroup. It looks like we froze on this end.
I'm here. We got it. We got it covered on the back end.
Okay.
So Joy, you're talking about your book, and you guys, if you want to grab it for $2.99, help us help you. bit.ly/Finding Joy 19. You can get it for today until Tuesday for $2.99. Get the digital copy. And so, Joy, when you're talking about, what I love, and you can also share this too, about who wrote the foreword for your book, right? And how you were that journey from going to, oh, this is happening to me, but I'm going to get help. And now you're in a place where you're helping other women find help, right? But at what point did you figure out, all right, let me sit back and let me go out and seek professional help?
Well, I was forced to seek professional help, actually, and I rebelled against it. I just felt like in our community, I don't need no help. What goes on in our house stays in our house. We ain't telling nobody. But I was forced in that position to go. And over time, I just realized I'm able to dump all of this onto someone that doesn't have any skin in the game as far as listening to me. You know, they're objective and they didn't judge me. And I was able to walk out of there like, well, I don't have to carry that no more. I left that back there.
Right.
But internally, I had to kind of work through it and deal with it. So over years, you know, my psychologist has seen my progress and my growth. And he used to just applaud me. He said, look where you are now.
Yeah.
And always say, you need to write a book. You need to write a book. Everybody needs to hear about this journey. So that's what got me there. And then I always go back to really coaching and listening to what is being, you know, that wise counsel is you need to sit down and work all of that stuff out. And then the publisher came along.
Hello.
And she was talking about the same thing, the healing, because I was missing the healing part. And had no idea how therapeutic that was for me to get that pen and paper and write it down. And I got the baddest publisher in the land. I could tell her And I could message her, and that would be you. And I didn't have to wait hours for a response. It was like, you're important to me. I'm right on this. I can't talk a long time, but here. That validated my story to me. Like, it is important. It is important that I get it out. So I want to share with women that there are safe places, that places where you can trust people. And like Coach, no, I'm a little slow sometimes. I'd be a little too observant, overthinking things. But once I got on the bus, I got on it and started seeing results. So it's important to do that inner healing work.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited about it because I feel like a bird out of a cage now.
Yeah.
I feel so incredibly free.
Yeah. And that was the process you even were. Go ahead, Coach.
Well, what I was going to say was, as people are joining, because I'm also on Facebook, but good morning, Sandrine, Bertha, Heather, good morning, Vet. Just shouting out to everybody. Good morning, Shataka, Shaquanda. As I say, it's your season. You have to walk in it. And when it's your time, and it's a big stigma in the African American community, and also in the world in general, we think that women don't need help.
Right.
We think we don't need psychiatrists. We think we don't need psychologists. And if you're listening to the voice of Joy Alleman, who's launching her new book, Finding Joy. You can grab a copy for $2.99 at bit.ly/findingjoy19. But see, we think we don't need help. And so we stay stuck in them same jobs, in your same environment, your same monetary situation, because of one or two things. You either get the help and don't do exactly what the help says. As I look at this broadcast, I see names of people, and I know I told them what to do, but they did not do what would free them. And when you have a coach, whether you're Michael Jordan, LeBron James, it doesn't matter, Dwayne Wade, when your coach says do, if you don't do, you lose the game.
That's right.
Why do you think they have professional coaches? If Michael Jordan don't listen to his coach, they gonna lose the game. The coach sees plays you don't see, and they also see the outcome of those plays. So when it's your season, you can't afford to be without wise counsel. And let me tell you something. At the point where you really want to have a different type of lifestyle, you would not only hire a coach, but you will listen. And you would do everything they tell you to do, because if you needed to do it by yourself, you should have just stayed by yourself. So we were talking about how happiness is an inside job and joy is an inside job, but success is too. And when you're ready to throw everything you have at your next level, you will make it. You cannot say, I'm going to, quote unquote, half-ass my next level. You know what, Bridget? I sent you a message that said, let me know what's a good time for us. So if you can talk today, I'm going to hit you up as soon as we get off here. And that's another thing. I had to tell my daughter that, with my team and I, we're over here working on a plan to make multiple millions of dollars next year. This is where we start to have our shutdown. Good morning, Latranya. And so I had to tell my daughter, sometimes when things are important to you, you have to be the pursuer. Now, don't get me wrong. Most people will tell you I'm normally available all the time. But there are times when I have to go into planning mode with my team to get things right. Normally, I respond to all my messages, all my calls, even people that have never hired me. But I know that when it's my season, if I don't act expeditiously, I can't walk in it. because seasons do expire. Even the Bible tells you that. You got to work while it's daytime, because when night comes, no man can work. So you've got to stop thinking that you're going to have forever to do what you need to do. You got to stop thinking that you're going to have forever to make this money. Social media is at a point right now where if you get on your social media, learn social media, manage your social media every day, you could easily, just by being consistent on social media and knowing the right strategies that you learn from me, generate $1 million over the next few years and culminate into being able to earn $1 million a year. But are you willing to be consistent? Are you willing to invest in the strategy? All of the things that we've been told not to do. Don't go get no mental help. What you want me to do? Just run around crazy? Do you want to talk about that, Joy?
Absolutely. Yeah, you need to get some help. Yeah. And that's true story. And in our culture, we do fight it. And for years, no one knew there was anything wrong with me because I hid it. You know, I was able to hide it very, very well. But in getting help, you know, I got on the road to my freedom because I could really express what was going on. If I'm sick physically, I'll go to the doctor. So if I'm having mental challenges, I finally realized I need to go to a specialist, somebody who specializes in what I'm dealing with. And I'm so grateful that I did. It was a long, drooling process, but out of that, I birthed something that I'm so extremely happy and excited about. So not only did it help me, I have the tool now and the strategy to help somebody else. So we have to come out of that stigma of, I can work it out myself. You can't work it out yourself. And to be honest, you can't counsel a demon, because some of us running around with demons. You can't counsel a demon.
And Joy, let me tell you something. The same way you can't work out your joy yourself, sometimes you can't work out your mental issues. If you knew how to generate money already, you would be doing it already. You wouldn't be in that. People think that number one, money is a bad thing. It's not. But also people think you don't have money because you have bad luck, or you don't have money. You don't have money because you don't know how.
Don't know how.
And until you sit still and get a lesson in earning money, you literally are walking around with bags of money at your feet. And because you don't know how to bend your back and pick them up, you can't redeem them. You can't take them to the bank. You can't spread them across your legacy. You can't change your life with them. You can't change other people's lives with them. See, we were taught to serve broke.
Yes.
Show up, hand out food and hand out clothes. And what happens when we have the ability to write a check? So when it's all said and done, you've got to understand that your ability to have abundance, your ability to have joy, your ability to have happiness is all a personal job.
Yeah, inside job.
And Jamie, I'm live on my Facebook because I went live on my Facebook so people wouldn't miss it. That's another thing we got to talk about, guys. Putting all your eggs in one basket. Facebook is down right now. We couldn't even go live on Facebook, so I'm live on Periscope. I'm live on YouTube. I didn't want you guys to miss the conversation, so I went live on this channel. Go to bit.ly/findingjoy19. Let's support Joy's new book. It's only $2.99. If nothing else, buy the book for yourself, buy the book for a friend, but we've got to stop skipping over the mental issues. But because until you get your mindset right and until you get your life right, you can't be out here chasing this money. You can't. All of that is a precursor. It is. So guys, this is your season. Thank you, Heather, for abundance. If you want it, you've got to claim it. So thank you so much, Joy. I look forward to hearing how your book sales went today.
Yes, thank you, Coach.
And I look forward to in that application for that coaching certification too.
All right.
All right, let's go get it. You gotta
Let's
do
go.
more than $20 books, baby. It's time.
All right.
All right, love you, sis.
Bye-bye.
So guys, if it's your season for abundance, I'm gonna give you 5 things that you must do. Number 1, you must claim it. You must verbally claim your abundance every single day. You need to say, abundance is mine, riches are mine, greater that I have each and every day. And I'm gonna tell you what I went and picked up yesterday, and Jamie, it's absolutely beautiful. It's 30 days of prayer and Thanksgiving for entrepreneurs. It's only $20. I'm going to show you how beautiful it is. You get a digital download, print it in color, and use it every single day. Because let me tell you what comes before blessings is prayers and Thanksgiving. So if you really want the Lord to bless you, spend 30 days of prayer and Thanksgiving and talk to God. If you go to Wealth Speaker University, you can grab your 30-day copy for only $20. It is a 30-day journey in being nice and kind, grateful and thankful. I don't even know how to explain to you, but if you look at the Bible and how Psalms came before Proverbs, and Psalms is a book of prayer and thanksgiving. And do you see how the thanksgiving and the prayer came before the prosperity? And it's just an execution to say, hey, Lord, I know I'm asking you for more, but before I ask you for more, can you do this? Right? Let me thank you for this. Let me give you praise and worship for this. So go to wealthspeakeruniversity.com to grab your copy. But number 1, if it's your season for abundance, you got to claim it out your mouth. You can't say things like, I can't afford. You can't say things like, I don't have the money for it. You got to understand that God is a provider. And as he provides for you, he will provide according to your faith. And when you say things like, I don't have the money, or I can't afford it, you've already spoken that thing into existence. So number 1, you got to claim it. I have a list of about 500 people that said they were interested in my coaching program and couldn't afford it. We've now placed it on sale for Black Friday. You only have to pay $99 down, no payments until January, 180 days, same as cash. Those people who are really interested need to go to bit.ly/Black Friday offer 19. This is your opportunity to get your life coaching certification. Miss Juanice, me and you talked about it over the phone. Life coaching, business coaching, social media, web, publishing consultant, you name it. bit.ly/Black Friday offer 19 for only $99 down and no payments until the new year. And really, to be honest, I don't care what business you're in. If you're not making the money you feel like you should, would, could, you need to join my business coaching certification program and at least learn for one low price how to master social media, marketing, branding, and all of the other things that comes with it. And we're going to help you market your business. So don't miss that opportunity. bit.ly/Black Friday offer 19. So number 1, you got to claim it. Number 2, you got to walk in it like God gave it to you. Can somebody say amen? You got to walk like a millionaire, talk like a millionaire, think like a millionaire. You got to start shifting away from those things that make you have broke premonitions and broke conversations. You got to start shifting away from broke environments. You got to broken. You got to start shifting away from broke and broken people. You got to start shifting away from broke and broken situations, because all of those situations will have you thinking broke and broken. They will have you acting broke and broken. They will relegate you to being broke and broken because we're all sponges. When you're in a social environment, you tend to pick up the attributes of the people that you spend the most time with. And for some of you, it is people who are not on their journey, and it doesn't mean we're judging them. It doesn't mean we love them any less. What it means is that we must also spend time having $1 million conversations. We must also spend time thinking and acting with millionaires. Every time me and my team travel, we stay in a mansion. And one of the reasons we stay in mansions is so I can consistently remind them that if somebody owns this house, you can too. You've got to sleep like millionaires. Every time we go together, I take them to places to eat that they've never been before. You got to eat like millionaires. You got to start wrapping your mind around the fact that if somebody else can have this, I can have it too. So if this is your season for abundance, first you got to claim it verbally, then you got to start to walk in it. Number 3, you got to thank God for this season of abundance. You got to thank God in advance. I want to read you out of my 30 days of prayer and Thanksgiving for entrepreneurs. I want to read you my opening prayer. And this prayer I created myself years ago. And you can get your digital copy of this book at www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. Somebody put it on the screen for me, www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. But my entrepreneur's prayer is, dear Lord, please align me with those individuals that see the value you created in me, even as I continue to recognize that value for myself. Please close my ears to rhetoric, complaining, and negative remarks about my business from those who don't mean me well. When things don't seem to be going well, Lord, gently remind me that all things are working for my good. Keep close to my heart that you have given me the power to create wealth, so I must never say things like, I am broke or I can't afford, because this is against what you have told me. I know that in fact, Lord, you will make my enemies my footstools. So keep sending them my way, oh Lord, with the courage to face them with grace and humility. Even as I ascend, oh Lord, do not allow me to forget where I came from, because everyone starts with small beginnings and we must not despise them. Give me the will to focus on my greatness, Lord, and not chase distractions, because you said a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and stability is important to the success of my business. Lord, I claim my multi-million-dollar status because you said, speak those things that are not as though they were. And deliver me, oh Lord, the generational wealth to leave an inheritance for my children's children, as you have said that wise men do. And Lord, I understand the work that it takes to bring this into fruition, and pray the health in which to represent you well as I do the work, because we know that faith without works is a dead thing. And above all, oh Lord, give me the strength to put you first and me second, that my days serving you upon this earth will be long and fruitful. Because when I serve you first and me second, everyone else is automatically served. I pray strength for all the current, future, and budding entrepreneurs who have had the courage to leave man's work and come work for the kingdom, as I know they will be blessed with blessings upon blessings. This we pray in your son Jesus' name. Amen. With love, your kingdom entrepreneur. Guys, that is in my book. That's the prayer that I want you to pray every day. It's in my new book, 30 Days of Prayer and Thanksgiving for Entrepreneurs. It is a digital download. Girl, go download this book, y'all. Print this book in color. It's worth every penny. Go to wealthspeakeruniversity.com. I'm going to be going live in the morning talking about how to pray your way through to your prosperity. But the underlying, effect is praise before prosperity. So guys, you got to thank God for what you have now, even as he's delivering your next level. So go to www.wealthspeaker.com, wealthspeakeruniversity.com to download your book. So number 4, if this is your season, you've got to invest in it. So we've already said you got to claim it. You got to walk like a millionaire. You got to thank God for it. You've got to invest in your season. When it's time for a farmer, and I've been using these analogies because this is what's on my little harvest table. If you're a pumpkin farmer and you want to grow your business, you cannot do so without an investment. Why? Because the first thing is you got to have more seed. You want to grow more pumpkins, you got to have more seeds. You want to grow more pumpkins, you got to have more land. You want to grow more pumpkins, you got to have more equipment to till the ground because you're going to have to get more ground ready. You want to grow more pumpkin, you're going to have more equipment to harvest the pumpkins because you only have a specific time frame to harvest those pumpkins. And so you want to grow more pumpkins, you got to have more equipment to keep your crop fertilized. You got to have more pest control to keep the bugs off of your bigger harvest. You've got to have more weed control to keep the weeds from choking out your pumpkin patch. So anytime you want more, you got to look and say, what am I willing to invest to get more? And right now we've made your investments very, very low. You can join any of my coaching programs, career coaching certification, executive coaching certification, life coaching certification, business coaching certification for only $99 down, no payments until January, but we're going to get started now. By the time January comes, your social media is going to be a beast because that's what we're working on right now. And with Facebook doing this, skip to Malou, and Instagram doing this, skip to Malou, every single one of you need to understand that you have opportunities outside of those 2 platforms, but you got to learn them. So number 4, you got to invest in a bigger harvest if a bigger harvest is what you want. Number 5, if this is your season, you got to take advantage of it. You got to take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime. During the lifetime of that opportunity, opportunities expire, y'all. Opportunities don't last forever. Matter of fact, you don't get this book today. By the time you look up, it's going to be $29, $29, and $39. It's $20 today. Go to www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. See, I know the value of this book to bring about a prosperity breakthrough. I know the value of focusing for 30 days on your praise and thanksgiving, on being thankful, on being kind. I know the value of giving people personal thanks and reading your word every day, being a good steward over your finances and finding clients who are going to pay you. I'm holding it upside down. It might just be the screen making it look like that. But with that being said, guys, you got to make sure that you don't miss the blessings that God has for you by delaying the obvious. This is your season for abundance, but you got to take care of it. The Bible says there's a season for everything. You don't want to be out there trying to plant a crop in the rainy season. I don't know why it's showing up upside down. It's not showing. Maybe your phone upside down, Cedric. I don't know. But you don't want to be trying to plant a crop in a rainy season. That's not the season for that. You don't want to be trying to birth a business when the economy is horrible. It's not the season for that. And you got to stop following other people. You don't want to be building your business at the beginning of the year because everybody else is. So you got to take advantage of it. The biggest lesson you got to know about this being your season is no matter what you do not let this season advance without you. Do not allow this season to expire on you. Do not allow your seeds of purpose to dry up. Don't allow your pasture of prosperity to get away from you. It's unfortunate how many of us wait all our lives to find our value. And it's been there all the while. And when you finally have somebody that shows you your value, you're almost going to be angry that you didn't find it sooner. Go to bit.ly/Black Friday offer 19. Black Friday offer 19. Sign up to get your coaching certification for only $99 down. No payments until 2020. But you can't keep running around serving everybody abundance and not serving yourself. And the reason you're not serving yourself is, number one, you don't know how. And number two, some of you guys don't feel worthy. I had to get over my feelings of unworthiness. I had to get over my feelings of feeling like I wasn't enough. I had to get over those things in order to step into my abundance, in order to step into my power to create wealth. So guys, that's something we help you with in this program that nobody else does, is we help you develop that $1 million mindset that lets you know you are owed. You are owed for that. So for those of you who have ordered the book already, I appreciate you. My entrepreneur's prayers in here. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind prayer that I want you to be praying every single day, right? To prepare you for the breakthrough in your abundance. www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. Good morning, Dee Marie. Happy Thanksgiving. But don't let your abundance expire. Don't let your opportunities pass you away. That prayer and Thanksgiving, and it's a beautiful book. I hope you can see the quality. You're going to get a digital download. Pay somebody $5 or $6 to print it in color. You can use this forever. But these 30 days of prayer and Thanksgiving are going to shift your mind, your heart, and your spirit about what God is able to do in your life. Go to www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. Grab your copy for only $20 in the Black Friday sale. There's actually some other books you can grab while you're out here. Digital Domination, my 12-month social media planner. You struggling with what to post on social media? Look, we got a calendar that gives you things you can do every single day on social media. So grab that. It's only $16 right now. Same link, www.wealthspeakeruniversity.com. And then this is the book I've been writing for years. It's called $1 Million You. And this book and the companion journal, and this book includes videos, is all about your journey to generate 7 figures and what you really, really, really need to do. And like I said, when you download it, you're actually going to have a clickable link where you can click and actually watch the videos, and it's going to guide you through my $1 million journey. These are only $16 each for Black Friday. So go to www.wealth, that's WEALTH, university.com to be able to grab any of those 4 books on a Black Friday sale. All of them are 16 with the exception of the prayers and Thanksgiving is 20. They make great gifts that you can email to other entrepreneurs. They are going to be grateful. I promise you they are. So guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. But guess what? Coming back at 10 o'clock, we got some help for those of you who want to retire rich with real estate. Anybody want to retire rich? We got some help for any, if you want to retire rich, period. I'm going to be talking about my retirement plan. We got a special guest that's going to be on here talking about how to retire rich with real estate. It's going down, guys. If you want to grab a spot to be able to promote your product or service or ministry or book, go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money 19. bit.ly/Black Friday Money 19. Not only will you get a spot on today, tomorrow, or Cyber Monday to promote your amazing business, but you also get listed in our holiday business guide that we're going to be releasing to you a little bit after this afternoon in our magazine, the One Magazine for Women. You ready to retire? You need to see us in about an hour. Actually, I lied, in about 18 minutes. Thank you, D. Marie. I appreciate you. So 18 minutes, guys. You ready to retire with real estate? You need to join